Starting at 106 pounds for Upper Merion, Daniel Sison. For the Eagles, Grant Rubin. At 113 pounds for the Eagles, Rick Bretzinger or Justin Altoje. No, Upper Merion. At 120 pounds for Upper Merion, Zachary DeSanto. For Norristown, Eric Fuentes. At 126 pounds from Upper Merion, Anthony Yacobetti. For the Eagles, Ben Carney. At 132 pounds, Ariana Ramsey or Adam Surgeon. For Norristown, no entry. At 138 pounds, Upper Merion Viking Matt Smith. For the Eagles, Rich Maggio. At 145 pounds, for the Vikings, Nick Montesero. For the Eagles, Mason Hall. 152 pounds, Vikings, Stephen Davis. For the Eagles, Mike Johnson. 160 pounds, Tim Shannon. For the Eagles, Dan Lickbound. 170 pounds for Upper Merion, C.J. Rose. For the Eagles, no entry. At 182 pounds for Upper Merion, Noah Strickly. For the Eagles, Anthony Bloom. And for the Eagles at 220 pounds, Isaiah Shamwell. Upper Merion, no entry. And at 285, Gabe Icavino. Upper Merion, no entry. Tonight's match will begin at 138 pounds. Captains and center, please.
Welcome to Norristown Area High School. Tonight's match, Norristown Eagles take on the Upper Merion Vikings. We're going to be starting tonight at 138 pounds. Out in the center for the Eagles is Mike Johnson, a sophomore. And looks like Norristown won the toss. Again, we're starting tonight at 138 pounds. It's the beginning of the match. Looks like freshman Rich Maggio for the Eagles.
Now wrestling at 138 pounds for Upper Merion, Matt Smith. For the Eagles, Rich Maggio.
That's Matt Smith for the Vikings. Maggio went for a little trip. Didn't work out well. 2-point takedown awarded to Matt Smith. I don't know what shot that was, but I hope he doesn't do it again. They go out of bounds. Minute 27 seconds left to the first period. Looks like Smith's working for a cradle. Maggio gets an arm out. And 2-point reversal for Maggio. Scores tied 2-2. So again, we're at 138 pounds, the first match of the night. Maggio's got grapevine on. Trying to get some back points here. 40 seconds left to the first period. And time's starting to run out here. Maggio slaps the cradle on. And looks like he's going to run out of time. That's the end of the first period. Your score is tied at 2-2 between Rich Maggio from Norristown and Matt Smith from Upper Merion. They go out of bounds with 1:48 left. Second period. We're neutral. Nice duck under from Rich Maggio. It gives him a 2-point takedown. Scores now 4-2 with Maggio in the lead. He's got a cradle. He's getting back points. Maggio got Smith on his back. The referee's holding 2 points. Holding 3 points. And there's 3 points awarded. Rich Maggio takes a 7-2 lead over Matt Smith. 40 seconds left of the second period. Maggio on top. He's got a grapevine on. Trying to get some back points here. Maggio trying to work a power half. Time's getting short here. And that's the end of the second period. Rich Maggio goes into the third period with a 7-2 lead over Matt Smith. Maggio's choice. He chooses neutral. We're going to stay on our feet here. See what happens. Again, this is the first match of the night, 138 pounds, between Rich Maggio and Matt Smith. Maggio in deep with a takedown. Maggio on top. Let's see. And referee calls potentially dangerous. Maggio has a 9-2 lead. Maggio needs at least one more point for an extra team point or a major decision. Minute 25 left of the third period. Maggio goes behind and takes him to the mat for 2 points. So scores 11-3. Maggio has an 8-point lead. If it stays the same, he'll get a major decision, which would mean 14 points. Now he's getting backs. He got two swipes. I don't know if he's going to get points yet or not. And he rules him out of bounds. No points awarded. Score remains 11-3 in favor of Rich Maggio. 40 seconds left in the match. Maggio looks like he's locking the cradle on. He's got 20 seconds to get something done here. Right now he's sitting on a major decision, 11-3. Time winding down. Looks like that's going to be your final. 11-3. 11-3. Major decision by Rich Maggio, freshman from Norristown at 138 pounds. That leaves your team score Norristown 4 and Upper Merion 0. Move on to 145 pounds. Looks like Mason Hall from Norristown, another freshman. He'll be taking on Stephen Davis from Upper Merion. Mason Hall in quick on a takedown. And he gets his 2. Mason Hall with a 2-0 lead.
45 pounds. For Upper Merion, Stephen Dennis. For the Eagles, Mason Hall.
Mason Hall, freshman, 145 pounds. Norristown has a 2-0 lead right now over Stephen Davis. Davis with an escape. He's just scored 2-1. Minute 20 left in the first period here. 145 pounds. Davis in on a single. He whips it around. He gets 2 points. Take a 3-2 lead over Mason Hall. And he go out of bounds with 25 seconds left. Stephen Davis with a 3-2 lead right now over Mason Hall from Norristown. Locking hands penalty coming against Stephen Davis. That's be 1 point, and that'll tie the match at 3-3. Got Rich Maggio coming in for a little interview here. Freshman from Norristown, just coming with an 11-3 win, right? 11-3, 11-4. You got a major decision. What do you say?
I'm tired.
Yeah? You feel pretty good, though, with your first win at home as a varsity, right?
Yep.
Okay. Is your mom and dad both there?
Yep.
Want to say hi?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
All right. Thanks, Rich. Mason with a takedown or reversal. Leaves a 5-3 at the end of the second period. I'm sorry, end of the first period. We move to the second. Stephen Davis takes bottom. Mason Hall looks like he's got a bar on him. This could be trouble for the other guy. He got 2-1 swipes, so he's got no points yet. Here it comes. All right, Mason's got 3 points coming to him. There's 3 points for backs. Mason Hall takes an 8-3 lead over Stephen Davis. Mason got that bar back on. He's got 2 coming. See if we get more. Like to see him get a pin here. He's got 3 coming. 47 seconds to work. Oh, there it is. And a fall. Second period. In favor of Mason Hall, the freshman from Norristown. And Norristown takes a 10-0 lead in the team score. That was 145 pounds. Mason Hall, freshman from Norristown, with a fall. Second period over Stephen Davis from Upper Merion. We go to 145. Nick Montecero receives a forfeit. That leaves your score 10-6 in favor of Norristown. We move on to 152 pounds with Mike Johnson, the sophomore.
Now wrestling at 160 pounds.
No match at 152.
For the Eagles, Mike Johnson.
We go to 160. Team scores 10-6. You got Mike Johnson, a sophomore from Norristown. He's taking on Tim Chang from Upper Merion. Johnson with a takedown and a 2-0 lead early in this match. Like Johnson's trying to get a half here. And escape given to Tim Chang. Scores 2-1. 34 seconds left in the first period here. Mike Johnson with a 2-1 lead and 160 pounds. Again, your team score is 10-6 in favor of Norristown. Johnson in on a double leg. And he gets a takedown with 8 seconds left of the first period. Takes a 4-1 lead. And they're whistled out of bounds with 4.3 seconds left. Mike Johnson, sophomore from Norristown, with a 4-1 lead here at 160. And that's it for the first period. Changes choice. He defers, and Mike Johnson chooses bottom to start the second period. And Johnson with an escape and a 5-1 lead. Johnson in on a single. And a 2-point takedown awarded. Right now he's got a 7-1 lead. Mike Johnson over Tim Chang. Let's see if we can get Mason Hall over here for a little bit of an interview. Mason. Come on, Mason Hall here. Tonight he got his first varsity win at home, in front of the home crowd. How's it feel?
Feels good.
Pretty excited?
Yeah.
Mom and dad here?
Yep. Yeah, had to win it for them. It was pretty. Here, let me sit down. Come on, dude. It was pretty good. Good feeling. Good work. Practice hard. Get your wins.
All right. I think that's going to be the first of many we have from Mason Hall, the freshman from Norristown. Mike Johnson on top, second period, 35 seconds left with a 7-1 lead at 160 pounds. Team score 10-6 in favor of Norristown. Looks like a bar. He's got a bar on. See if he can get some backs here. He's got 17 seconds left. And there's the fall. Comes in the second period. Mike Johnson, sophomore, with a fall over Timmy Chang at 160 pounds. That leaves your score 16-6 in favor of Norristown. At 170 pounds, we have Dan Limbaum, the senior from Norristown. Looks like he's going to be taking on, I believe, C.J. Rose. We'll see what they say.
Now wrestling at 170 pounds. For the Vikings, C.J. Rose. For the Eagles, Dan Limbaum.
Dan Limbaum, senior from Norristown, and C.J. Rose from Upper Merion at 170 pounds here. And it ruled out of bounds. No points. We're still on our feet. And go out of bounds. 1 minute, 9 seconds left here at the 170-pound weight class. No score here, 170 pounds. 35 seconds left of the first. Oh, a nice little ankle pick by Dan Limbaum. Takes a 2-0 lead. And first period is winding down. And that'll do it. Limbaum with a 2-0 lead going into the second period. Got Mike Johnson here, a sophomore from Norristown. Looked like you moved up in weight tonight. Will you tell us what happened?
I ran from Montestero.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess Horner asked you to do something tonight, didn't he?
Asked me to win.
By what?
Pin.
And
Ball.
how's it feel?
It was good. Wish I wrestled the other kid, though.
You want to say hi to anybody?
No, I'm good.
All right, man. That's Mike Johnson, sophomore. Normally he's at 145 pounds. Moved up tonight to wrestle Timmy Chang. We're on our feet here in the second period. Dan Limbaum with a 2-0 lead. 170 pounds. Norristown with a 16-6 lead over Upper Merion in the team score. Limbaum with a shot that looked like I don't know what. He gives up 2 points. Now the score is tied 2-2 at 170 pounds. Hope he doesn't take that shot again. And time winds down here in the second period. Scores tied 2-2 at 170 pounds. Dan Limbaum taking on C.J. Rose from Upper Merion. That's the end of the second period. We go into the third. All tied at 2. Dan Limbaum. His choice, he takes bottom. Now he calls for injury time. Limbaum to his feet. And locked hands will be called against his opponent. So Limbaum gets a 1-point escape and a 1-point locked hands penalty. That makes it 4-2 in favor of Limbaum over his opponent, C.J. Rose, and a takedown. Now Limbaum has a 6-2 lead here at 170 pounds. Minute and a half left in the match. Norristown with a 16-6 lead. Limbaum lets C.J. Rose go. Makes the score 6-3. And they go out of bounds with 24.4 seconds left of the match. 170 pounds. Dan Limbaum with a 6-3 lead over C.J. Rose. 5 seconds left. Go out of bounds with a 1 second left. Dan Limbaum with a 6-3 lead at 170. And that'll do it. Dan Lindbaum, your winner, 6-3 over C.J. Rose at 170 pounds. That makes your score Norristown 19, Upper Merion 6. We go to 182 pounds. And Upper Merion receives a forfeit.
Accepting a forfeit for Upper Merion at 182 pounds, Noah Scribney.
Noah Stribney with the forfeit for Upper Merion. Anthony Bloom with a forfeit at 195.
195 pounds, Anthony Bloom.
That's Anthony Bloom with the forfeit for Norristown. We go to 120, Isaiah Samuels, ranked 4th in the region. He receives a forfeit at 220 pounds. That was Isaiah Samuels. At 285, Gabe Iacovino. He's going to go out and take a forfeit for Norristown at 285 pounds. That's Gabe Iacovino, senior, accepting a forfeit for Norristown.
Accepting the forfeit for Norristown at 285 pounds, Gabe Iacovino.
That takes your team score. Norristown 37, Upper Merion 12. That's 37-12 in favor of Norristown. We go to 106 pounds. It looks like Grant Rubin, freshman, for Norristown. And Daniel Sisson from Upper Merion.
Now wrestling at 106 pounds from the Vikings, Daniel Sisson. For the Eagles, Grant Rubin.
Again, your team score, all them forfeits, is 37 for Norristown, 12 for Upper Merion. We go to 106 pounds with freshman Grant Rubin for Norristown and Daniel Sisson from Upper Merion. Rubin with a spin behind and a 2-point takedown. Got Grant Rubin on top right now with a 2-0 lead. Puts on a half. Looks like he's driving it. I've seen Grant wrestle a few times this year. When he gets that half on, he stays with it for a while. He'll keep going back to it till he gets it. Here it comes. Looks like the shoulders are out of bounds. It doesn't look like he's going to get any points right now. Maybe if he can bring him back into bounds. Here, got a little tilt going on. Grant Rubin now gets 3 back points, 5-0 lead. 20 seconds left of the first period at 106 pounds. Looks like he's going back to that half again. He's going to get some more backs here. 5 seconds left, and there's the fall. Freshman Grant Rubin making that half work for him one more time. He gets the fall. His first varsity win at home by fall. First period over Daniel Sisson from Upper Merion. That takes your team score, 43 Norristown, 12 for Upper Merion. We move on to 113. Looks like Rick Bregenzer from Norristown, another freshman. Rick will get a forfeit.
Accepting the forfeit for Norristown at 113 pounds, Rick Bregenzer.
That leaves your team score 49-12 in favor of Norristown. We move on to 120 pounds. Looks like Eric Fuentes. I'm sorry. That's Ben Carty at 120 pounds. Ben Carty for Norristown, another freshman.
Now wrestling at 120 pounds for the Vikings, Zach DeSanto. For the Eagles, Ben Carty.
That's Zach DeSanto from Upper Merion. Ben Carty from Norristown. A lot of action there. Get rolled out of bounds. No score. Still on their feet. Here at 120 pounds. Again, that's freshman Ben Carty from Norristown. Zach DeSanto from Upper Merion. Team scores 49-12 in favor of Norristown. First period here at 120 pounds. And he go out of bounds. No points. We're still on our feet. 1 minute, 19 seconds left. Two-point takedown awarded to Zach DeSanto. He'll take a 2-0 lead with 50 seconds left here in the first period. DeSanto looking for a half. He's got a half and a wrist. .27 seconds left. Carty's in trouble. And there's the fall. Zach DeSanto, the winner by fall over Ben Carty, freshman, Norristown, at 120 pounds. That leaves your score 49-18 in favor of Norristown, 49-18. We go to 132 pounds. Final match of the night. Boy, this was a quick one. Final match of the night. We got Eric Fuentes, sophomore from Norristown. Looks like Adam Surgeon.
Now wrestling at 126 pounds for the Vikings, Anthony Iacovetti. For the Eagles, Eric Fuentes.
Sorry, it's 126 pounds. Eric Fuentes is taking on Anthony Iacovetti. Your team score, 49 Norristown, 18 for Upper Merion. Eric Fuentes in on a single. And gets 2 points, and they go out of bounds. That's Eric Fuentes, a sophomore from Norristown, 126 pounds. Eric gets a point. And he go out of bounds. 1 minute, 21 seconds left of the first period. Eric Fuentes with a 3-0 lead. 1 point was for equipment violation. Evidently, Iacovetti showed up without his headgear in place. Caution called on Iacovetti there. And go out of bounds with 37 seconds left of the first here. Eric Fuentes with a 3-0 lead. Again, your team score, 49-18, favor of Norristown. Stalling called on Fuentes. 6 seconds left of the first period.
6 seconds. Come on. Slow down. Score. Out.
And that'll do it for the first period. Fuentes' choice, he defers. Iacovetti chooses neutral. Move to the second period with a 3-0 lead for Fuentes. That's Eric Fuentes. Time is called. Unsportsmanlike conduct called on the coach from Upper Merion. Sorry, I'd say a warning was called. Like 1 point was awarded to Iacovetti. And that'll be it for the second period. Scores 3-1. Horner goes over to the head table. Coach Horner. There was no point awarded to Iacovetti. It's 3-0. Eric Fuentes' choice, and he's in the lead. Third period. He chooses bottom. Fuentes comes to his feet. And they go out of bounds. No change. 59 seconds left in the match. Fuentes with a 3-0 lead. Here at 126 pounds. Your team score, Norristown 49, Upper Merion 17. Fuentes looks like he's coming out. No points yet. There it is. Escape for Fuentes. 4-0 lead here. He's in on a takedown. Takedown right away. That's 6-0. A little bit of action here. 10 seconds left in the match. And that's the final. 6-0. Eric Fuentes. 6-0. Eric Fuentes. Final at 126 pounds. Team point was deducted from Upper Merion on that unsportsmanlike call. So forfeit at 132 pounds.
Accepting the forfeit for Upper Merion at 132 pounds, Adam Sergan.
Adam Sergan from Upper Merion with the forfeit for Upper Merion. The final score, Norristown Eagles 52, Upper Merion Vikings 23. Again, that's your final score, 52-23, favor of Norristown Area High School over the Upper Merion Vikings. My name's Chuck Springer. I'm one of the coaches for Norristown High. It's been my pleasure talking to you tonight. Please come again. Next week? Next Wednesday, right here. Same time, same channel. Come on up in person if you can. If not, tune in right here. See it again.